How to Speak English Without Fear Motivational English Conversation Podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's podcast. If you have ever felt nervous while speaking English, if you have ever stopped yourself because you thought your English was not good enough, then this episode is for you. My name is Vikash, and I am here with my wonderful friend, Neha.
Hi everyone, thank you Vikash, and a big welcome to all of you who are listening. I want to say this very honestly. If you are here today, it means you want to improve your English. That already makes you special, because you are not just wishing, you are actually taking action. And action is always more powerful than hesitation.
Exactly, Neha. Today's podcast is going to be more than just tips and tricks. We want to share real stories. We want to share motivation. We want to share habits that actually work. And most importantly, we want to remind you that you are not alone in this journey. Everyone struggles. Everyone makes mistakes. Even we made so many mistakes.
Yes, I remember my first day of speaking English in front of others. My heart was beating so fast, I could not even hear my own words. And I said such simple sentences, but I felt like I had just finished a marathon. But you know what? That was the beginning. That was the first step. And without that step, I would never be able to speak the way I do now.
That's the beauty of it. The journey of English is never perfect. It's messy. It's funny. It's full of mistakes. But at the same time, it's beautiful because every mistake is a step forward. And in today's podcast, we are going to spend the next 1.5 hours talking to you, motivating you, and walking with you on this journey. So sit back, relax, or even better, take notes because this is going to be special.
Let's start with something everyone can relate to. The struggle phase, that time when you really want to speak English, but the moment comes and you freeze. You open your mouth, and suddenly your mind is empty. Bikash, did that ever happen to you?
Oh, Nevo, so many times. I still remember one of the funniest moments. I was in a shop. I wanted to ask the shopkeeper for a packet of biscuits. I had prepared the line in my head. I thought, okay, I will say this confidently. But when I actually spoke, instead of saying, "Can I have a packet of biscuits, please," I said something like, "Can I packet of biscuits, me, please?" The shopkeeper looked at me, confused, and then laughed. And honestly, at that moment, I wanted the ground to open up and hide me.
Oh my God, I can imagine. But I am so glad you shared this, because this is what people need to understand. Everyone makes mistakes. Even now, when we are more confident, sometimes we still make small grammar errors. But the truth is, nobody remembers your mistakes. They only remember your confidence.
Exactly. And here's the thing. Fear of making mistakes is the biggest reason people stay silent. But silence never improves English. Speaking does. Mistakes are not the enemy. Silence is the enemy.
That's so true. I had a similar moment in my college. My teacher asked me to introduce myself in English. My hands were shaking. I said my name Neha, I live in city, I study English, and then I stopped. Everyone laughed. For days, I replayed that moment in my head. But looking back now, that was the best thing that happened. Because it forced me to realize if I don't keep trying, I will always remain at that level.
Nehel, that's powerful. You see, audience, The first step is always the hardest, but the first step is also the most important. If you are listening to us right now, think of your own moment of struggle. Maybe it was in school. Maybe it was at work. Maybe it was when you tried to talk to a stranger. Whatever it was, I want you to remember this: that moment was not a failure. It was a starting point.
Yes, and you don't need to be perfect to start. You just need courage. Courage to say even two words in English. Courage to ask a small question. Courage to introduce yourself, even if it's not perfect. Because perfection is not the goal, progress is the goal.
All right, Neha, we have talked about the struggle phase. That fear, that hesitation, that moment when words disappear. But now let's move to the next part. How do we actually build confidence? How do we go from silence to fluency?
Yes, Vikash, I believe confidence doesn't come in one day. It comes from small, daily actions. And one of the most powerful habits I always suggest is mirror practice.
Oh, yes, the mirror. I love that one. Tell us how you did it, Neha.
So here's what I used to do. Every morning, I would stand in front of my mirror, look into my own eyes, and start speaking. At first, it felt so awkward. I felt like, oh my God, I'm talking to myself. This is so strange. But slowly, I realized the power of it. When you talk to yourself in English, you are practicing without judgment. There is no audience, no one to laugh at you, no one to correct you. It's just you and your reflection. And the mirror gives you immediate feedback. You see your expressions, your body language, your hesitation. And day by day, you start improving.
That's true. I also practiced with a mirror. I remember I used to take a topic like my hobbies, my daily routine, or even what I ate for breakfast, and I would just speak for 2 minutes. And slowly I increased it to 5 minutes, then 10 minutes. And here's the funny part. Sometimes I didn't even realize how much time passed. I became so involved in my own little English speech that it felt natural.
Yes, and this is the secret. Speaking English should become natural, not forced. And the mirror helps you remove that fear of people. Because before you face the world, you are already facing yourself.
I love that, Nia. Facing yourself before facing the world. That's powerful. Another habit that really helped me was journaling, writing down my thoughts in English. At first, it was just 1 or 2 lines. Like, today I am happy. I ate breakfast. I will go to college. Very simple sentences. But after a few months, I could write a whole page. And the best part, writing improved my speaking.
That's so true. People often think writing is separate from speaking. But actually, writing is like silent speaking. When you write, you organize your thoughts. You learn how to form sentences. And those same sentences come out of your mouth later.
Exactly. And let's not forget listening. Listening is like fuel for speaking. The more you listen, the more your brain absorbs. I used to listen to English podcasts, movies, even songs. And without even realizing, I started repeating phrases, copying intonation, and using those words in my daily conversations.
Yes, 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 listening is so underrated. Many people only focus on speaking, but they forget that a baby learns by listening first. A baby listens for months before saying even one word. In the same way, if you want to speak fluently, you need to fill your brain with English sounds, English rhythm, English words.
And it's not about perfect grammar. Honestly, Neha, I still make grammar mistakes sometimes. And that's okay, because the goal is communication. If people understand you, you are already successful. Grammar can be polished later.
Exactly. Communication first, perfection later. And there's another little trick I used. I would talk to objects. Yes, objects. For example, if I had a water bottle on my desk, I would look at it and say, "This is my bottle. I drink water from it. The water is cool. I like it." It sounds funny, but it actually works.
Oh, yes, I did the same with my pen and notebook. I would say, "This is my pen. I write with it. This pen is blue. I like writing with it." And slowly I learned to describe more things. The objects around us become teachers. And the best part? They never complain.
Exactly. So, listeners, don't wait for the perfect partner or the perfect situation to practice. Start with yourself, your mirror, your notebook, your objects. These small habits will build your confidence step by step.
So, Nico, if we think about it, the formula is simple. 1. Face yourself in the mirror. 2. Write your thoughts in English. 3. Listen more to absorb. 4. Talk to anything, even if it's just a water bottle.
Yes, Vikash. And most importantly, don't stop. Even 5 minutes a day can change your level in a few months. Consistency is more important than intensity.
Absolutely. And Neha, when I see people give up after just 1 week, it makes me sad. Because fluency is like planting a tree. You don't see results in 1 day. You water it daily, you give it sunlight, and slowly it grows.
Beautiful example, Vikash. English is like a tree. Your efforts are like water. Your listening and practice are like sunlight. And your patience is like soil. Without patience, nothing grows.
So true. And listeners, if you are still with us right now, I want you to promise yourself one thing. That from today, you will give at least 5 minutes daily to English. Just 5 minutes. Because 5 minutes a day is better than 0 minutes forever.
Yes, promise yourself. Promise your future self. Because your future self will thank you for every single small effort you make today.
If you like this conversation, don't forget to subscribe my channel. And you can learn more conversations for improve your communication and spoken English practice. Thank you for watching. I will see you next season.